Test audio. Test video. All right, we got audio, we got video, we got chat. Looks like we've got a stream. All right. So, got my laundry done. Let's go back to Midtown because we're still working on $212 more. Alright. I'm gonna take one quick peek into Industry City to see if there's a Batroc.
Take me to the engine.
Nope, it's Mandarin. I'll check here real quick to see if there's a Batroc. If not, then that's the last time I'll ever look to see if there's a Batroc. Nope. That's it. Batroc is somebody I'll never chase. Again. Let's go to...
Take me to the engine, and I'll take care of the rest.
Oh, don't need that.
To shoot elements with your pitiful gun, Star-Lord, but I control the forces within elements.
Welcome to my channel. It's a Friday. maroon.
I reckon they're in for a world of hurt.
I'm painting it down. Painting it down blue.
I am more than just a vendor of fortune cards. Easy peasy. Use the website again. Human mutation is fascinating. Aurora can control the storm without invoking magic.
Can't fly out. Got it. Town is painted. Now.
I am more than just a vendor of wood.
Doom. Shocker.
For all your half-ass planning,
Unlimited cosmic power, and even you're here on Earth fighting crime. That was a man business after all.
I don't know, Surfer. I'm much happier hanging around the earth.
Shocker. Shaka, shaka, shaka.
I heard of a buried life. All that costume. And that's what you got, sugar?
Sugar. Okay. Now I gotta find somebody that works with. Somebody with intelligence who is also a melee ranged hybrid. A melee ranged hybrid with intelligence. Ant-Man. But I don't play Ant-Man. Kitty. Melee. Does she have any ranged?
I'm sure I can do this. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah, her dragon would benefit from the range damage rating. Let me keep looking. Who else? Who else might benefit from melee ranged intelligence? Yeah. Guess it belongs to her.
I'm fixing to bust a couple of heads before this is all done.
Let's see.
It will be my pleasure to assist you.
I hope you would allow me to fight by your side, Thor. For Earth as well as Asgard.
The reason I buy second anniversary cakes is because they only cost $125 and they give 5 splinters. There's 5 splinters there. 5 splinters there. So I picked up an extra 10 splinters. All right. I'll be back. Told you I'd be back.
Just ain't right what you've been doing. I'm making sure it's under conditions.
You can't kill Deadpool. You're gonna have to cut him apart into pieces and throw one of each piece into a different active volcano. You might get rid of Deadpool that way. Maybe. Don't throw all the pieces into one active volcano. You got to separate them. Must be pretty warm outside. Let's see. My air conditioner's running so much. No, it's not. It's not warm at all out there. .78 degrees Fahrenheit. Didn't get out fast enough.
Trust me, Deadpool. I don't want none of your memories. I have heard from a very reliable source that you have.
Rune. Rune.
Well, here's Revolt. The one known as Deadpool understands far more about the nature of this universe than Lady, I don't know what you're after. I have no business in you. I can't believe I thought you were a threat.
Do not waste this second chance, Rogue. Make us proud.
Credit chest. Sinister Collection.
You won't want to touch another living around here because you think you're old.
detected in this sector.
Behind every good sorcerer is an even better sorcerer.
Remember, Rogue, mercy's for suckers.
I'll tell you what I know.
Tell me what you know. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'm a natural.
Behind Wolverine's thirst for rage, there lies an insatiable pain.
Shocker. Shocker.
It will be my pleasure to assist you. Guess you're more bark than bite. I've been looking a long time for this.
If you wonder what my goal is, because I have to have a goal or I'm too bored to play, but my goal right now is 385 splinters. No, 285 splinters. That's my goal. And 1,000 Odin marks. Those two together will grant me my next. Well, Electra. Electra's next. 400 splinters and 1,000 Odin marks. And I'll have Electra. Electra. That's my goal. And so I'm just playing anybody. Doesn't matter who I play.
I bet I could fry an egg on you on a hot day, eh, Pete?
Don't have to play rogue. I can play, I don't know, pick somebody. Somebody, anybody. I haven't played Invis in a while, have I?
If I knew there'd be this much waiting around, I would have stayed home with the kids.
You have to be careful with Invis.
I can neutralize the symbiote and the force field if it comes to that.
You
Let's play.
control other people with Invis. So I have to be careful with it. I am not a troll. I try to be a good person.
Somebody's in for a hell of a fight.
There's so few people doing the right thing anymore. I try to do the right thing. I don't want to be a lemming like everybody else. I want to try to do the right thing. So you have to be careful with her because of this power right here. It's got a big knockback on it.
You're more
Nothing more annoying to melee than to have somebody in range knock them out of your range.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but don't you think you're
Nothing worse than a nice tightly packed AoE group than one that's scattered to all four winds because you jumped right in the middle of them and went BAM! Because it does a knockback. We're going after Black Cat. Nope. Black Cat's trying to grab me. Nope. Monkey Boy. Nope. No Monkey Boy. Guess everybody just ran away. Everybody's doing inventory management, I guess. Just waste time with you for a little bit until the next boss spawns. 7 seconds. Sentinels, yuck. What a waste of time. At least I don't have to worry about knockback with these guys. You can't knock these guys back. Ah, if they can yank. All right. Get your loots and get out. That's all you can do with these guys. Get your loots and get out. Ignore all the rest of those doofuses. They're not worth the time.
Having fun yet?
Can't find my mouse. Can't find my mouse.
fine. You got me. Your fear betrayed you.
Sun Rune. I play her Crushing Force. Does 40% more damage under the effects of Storm of Spheres or force pillar, which I do both. I do both. Suffocate. It's my area clear power. It also stuns. My secret orbs. That's why I don't have any issues with spirit whatsoever. Invisibility. Quantum compression. Restores a charge of invisibility and seeker orbs. %100 more damage to the ones in the center of the crushing force. This does the vulnerability. A vulnerability. This is not the vulnerability. I just noticed that. Oh, yeah, it is. I just got fooled by the persist for 3 more seconds after they leave the area of effect. That's pretty different. This does 20% more damage to people. Another 20% more damage from crushing force and cascading force. I don't use cascading force. I just use crushing force. So my single target area, it's an area spender, is also a single target spender. My single target spender is also an area spender. That's what I meant to say. All right. $15 seconds.
Try to take this a little less seriously, Scott. It's not like we haven't done this before.
Guess it wouldn't hurt. If I showed you this, my talent build. Don't jump over there in front of Wizard. Never jump over in front of Wizard. They finally made Wizard. Wizard was such a wimp. They finally fixed him where he's
Understand about science, we tend to call it magic.
in one little place you stand, he could get you. And that's when he does his little three-prong fight. His three-pronged attack, whatever it is. You don't want to be right in tight and close to him when he does it. Now, Laser and Jugs are two guys that you can't move. They're unknockable. So you don't have to worry too much about your
Stasis for now, but that doesn't mean you won't have to handle
quantum compression. And the two that do move, you can actually use quantum compression to push them towards the ones you can't move, to get them in a nice tight little. So you could use it like crowd control. Except you can push guys around. But again, you have to be careful because you control people. You have to be careful. Day room. Quit that. Quit asking me if I really want to delete a piece of junk. It's stupid. It's stupid, stupid, stupid. Of course I want to delete a piece of junk. Oh, Thor brought a friend along. The Deceiver. You have to watch out with the old Deceiver, because he can one-shot. So I'll have to make good use of my invisibility. Alright. That. Gobbles in the library with a candlestick. Wade Wilson in an etiquette class. That's a good one, Sue. And people thought, and you thought people didn't think you were funny. That was a good one. Wade Wilson in etiquette class. If you don't know who Wade Wilson is, it's Deadpool. Deadpool's real name, Wade Wilson. So Deadpool in an etiquette class. Yeah. Don't think so. How's this doing? 2% less from ranged damage. Nope, 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 nope. Hey. I think Cleo got rhinoed. I mean, Magic got rhinoed.
My genius goes way beyond just shrinking things.
Did someone call the invisible woman?
What's this? Nope, nope, not going to the raft. Got 15 minutes to go get Mandarin.
I battled gods and demons, but Thor is just wow.
Gotta go south, gotta go south. Gotta go back, gotta go back. Gotta keep going south. Now we can go north. Come out and play.
This is what happens when alien tech falls into the wrong hands.
Nice.
I'm glad you finally saw the light, Eric. Now let's put those powers to good use. What's wrong? Need a little backup?
Batroc. Nope. No Batroc. I ignore Batroc. Excuse me.
How can someone as gentle as Storm hold such power?
Ah, there's so many sounds in this game that you know the voice actors just had a blast doing. Old Blade accusing Rogue of being a vampire because she sucks life through her by touch. She can take the life right out of you by just touching you. So Blade accusing her of being a vampire. That's what vampires do. They suck the life right out of you in the form of your blood. Was that really necessary? Asks Wade Wilson. While moving. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Here's my invis build. Right, left, right, left. Sounds like a combination to a safe.
A couple of these haven't even been patented yet.
Mr. PM, help me out. Got a defect. Fix the defect. Don't want while moving gain 60 blah 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 blah.
Glad to know somebody noticed me.
I don't play movement builds. I'm too old for that. My joints and ligaments and muscles and stuff don't like that.
I could make a joke about a flashback, but it was only one.
Ooh, she's got some points to spend. There. Guess it doesn't matter whether I put them in energy or durability. Don't know why she grunts when she casts that power. Okay, Medusa, I don't think your hair is that long. Your hair is long, but I don't think it's that long. You have died of dysentery. So says Deadpool. Careful, careful, careful. Careful of green orbs.
For some reason, you reminded me of my brother. Don't even get me started on Deadpool. That guy.
I like Kitty Pryde's line about Deadpool. I thought he was just misunderstood until I had burritos with him. Nope, he's not misunderstood. He's rude, he's crude, he's Deadpool. That's why we all love Deadpool. He's rude, he's crude. He's funny. He's entertaining. But you don't have to like the guy to think he's entertaining. You can hate the guy and think he's entertaining. All right, who's next? Who to play next?
Hey, Sue, is it true you have something on the side with Willie Lumpkin?
Sorry. Wait. Don't know. Never heard of. Got no clue who Lumpkin is. You've been listening to those voices in your head again. All right. Who's next? The Rider?
Jean over there and I have history. Let's leave it at that.
The wicked will burn. Sentinels. I wish they'd take this out. Or change it or something. Make it worth bothering. Gorgon. Gorgon in Hightown. Let's see if we can find a Gorgon in Hightown. Hey, there's a Taskmaster. That's pretty cool. I've got some artifacts saved up for Taskmaster. Welcome to my channel. Make yourself at home. I'm just jumping around between different characters.
Interesting.
Just playing the game. Nothing fancy about it. Nothing exciting. Checking for upgrades. Collecting splinters. And Odin marks. Oh man, I hit the max again. I spent 4 million this morning. I've already packed it back again. Just playing the game. Brotherhood. Where's the Brotherhood? Down here. Just trying to clear out the rift raft.
I can't believe I'm on a team with Thor.
Pyro's flamethrower. I already have one on this guy. I don't have Human Torch yet. go look at this one.
I took the bus as soon as I heard.
There you go. Slot number 1. Oh, right. Very nice.
Someone's gotten my attention. Too bad for them.
Too bad for them.
Hold off on the rain, right? I hate those sizzling noises.
All right. How's this look? Do you have to finish the game to do Cosmic Trial? No. You have to be level 60, though. Who do you think are the top 3 heroes to use in this game? My top 3 favorites are going to be... Are you asking me my 3 favorites? The 3 best at standing at a training dummy and doing DPS? Or... The answer to the question, Darken Energy, is the 3 characters in the game that you like. If you like Thor in the movies, Thor's your favorite, you're a big Thor fan, play Thor. If you like Spider-Man, play Spider-Man. If you like... I think you get the idea. If you pick somebody based on what somebody tells you, if somebody says, oh, the best character in the game is Storm, but you don't like Storm, you might not like playing Storm. If they tell you that, oh, the best character in the game is Taskmaster, you might think, who the heck is Taskmaster? So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what somebody tells you. What matters is, who do you like? If you know who the Marvel character, if you know who Marvel is, if you know who Spider-Man is, if you know who some of these characters are, then you need to pick those guys. You like Magneto? Play Magneto. I'll show you Magneto here in a second. Wait a minute. Did I not swap? Okay, what's the deal here? Oh, I did swap. Nope, I didn't swap. I forgot to swap. Nah, I'm swapped. I'll show you Magneto. There's a cosmic trial you can do at level 52. I don't know what it gets you. You can do cosmic terminals at about level 20, I think. You just can't do cosmic patrols until you get through the cosmic trial. Let's switch to Magneto. I'll show you how I play Magneto.
The time for strategy is over. We must take action.
This is the way I play Magneto.
Loving me is wrong.
If I have too much debris, it automatically fires it. Impale, blah, blah, blah. I increase the damage to some of my powers. Impale, compress, shrapnel. Do 15% more damage to debris spending powers.
Is helping the good guys? Now I've seen everything.
I lower the cooldown of my signature by 15 seconds. And I generate... My debris generators get 15 added damage. And every time I pick up a debris orb, I get more damage. Stacks up to 10 times. That's the way I play my Magneto. I rewatched the X-Men movie yesterday. Thank you. Somebody pulled them all together. Now that went so fast, you probably can't even tell what what Magneto's doing, but
Time y'all be messing with Rogue.
the Doom pack and the Brotherhood pack are so dangerous that everybody saves their ultimate powers. And once somebody gathers them all into a nice tight bundle, everybody pops their ultimates. I didn't, but most everybody else did. And boom, they just melt. Because they're such a dangerous bunch. Oops, where are you going? You, estate, and year. I'll take the year. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That looks pretty good. Which X-Men movie? The last one. With Apocalypse. Apocalypse. I rewatched it yesterday. I'm a big Jean Graham fan. Jean Graham fan. I'm a big Jean Green. You know the girl. Jean Grey. Jean Green, Jane Grey. Jean Grey. I'm a big Jean Grey fan. So, energy and intelligence. Why am I using scroll? Did I need brutal strike or something? Good question. Energy crit 41. Ouch. Yeah, I did need brute, but I need crit too. Oh, I needed the health. Need to. %3 less damage. Nope, nope, nope. Frightful 4. I watched the Apocalypse movie. I have it on Blu-ray. I have all the X-Men movies on Blu-ray. I like the X-Men movies. A lot of people don't like them, but I like them.
You can get a lot done when you're not worrying
I don't particularly care what other people like and don't like. What's important to me is what I like and don't like. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. This has got to go, got to go, got to go.
I have been known by many names, but you may call me Magneto.
Magneto. Hello, Jughead. There's a Friggaroon on Friday. Frigga Friday. You're more likely to get a Friggaroon on Friday than on any other day. Thor on Thursday. I don't remember who comes on Wednesdays. But Moon on Mondays, Sun on Sundays, Tyr on Tuesdays. I'm not a big fan of Eric Lancher or the Magneto character, but I am a big fan of ranged characters, and especially a big fan of characters that can do magic-like things, supernatural-like things. I never met anybody in real life who could do what Magneto does in the movies. So it seems like magic to me. I prefer that to somebody who picks up a gun and pulls a trigger. I can do that. That doesn't appeal to me. I like to do things in games that doesn't seem possible in real life. That's why you see me playing more Jean Grey than you ever see me playing Iron Man. Not that I particularly like Iron Man. I don't. I mean, Iron Man's okay. Again, he's ranged. He does some pretty cool stuff, but anybody could eventually build a suit that shoots rockets. So it doesn't appeal to me. It's the stuff you can't do in real life. That's what appeals to me. See? He's got stuff he shoots automatically when he has too much debris, he just fires it away. So that's Magneto. Yep, that's his default costume. I think I use his black costume on my main account.
Don't even get me started on Deadpool. That guy.
And I prefer the female superheroes to the male ones because I just rather spend time with ladies than with men. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you like spending time with men, nothing wrong with that. I prefer spending time with the ladies. That's why all my team ups are ladies too. What am I looking for? Pump that away. And put that away. Getting too many of those. Let's reverse these. There we go. Actually, let's put these down here. Then I can put that there. Sentinels, I don't care about Sentinels. Alright. Do you believe in magic? You're welcome.
Must this fight continue, sir?
You'll enjoy him. He's fun. I mean, especially if you like the character Magneto in the movies and stuff. To me, he's just another arrogant male that wants to dominate the world. Not my kind of person. Not the kind of person I'd want to meet in true life, in real life. Same as Iron Man. Tony Stank. As the FedEx guy called him in the movie, Tony Stank. Oops. Don't stand in the footsteps of a bot, Mr. Deadpool. Everybody knows that. Don't let the robot stomp on you. You're too close, Mr. Deadpool. You seem to be playing ranged. Why are you standing in melee? I don't get it. Take advantage of your range. Everything's much safer in range. But my all-time superhero of all superheroes is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I kind of agreed with Joss Whedon there. You watch a horror flick, and you see the young girl walking home in the dark or down an alley or something, and a monster gets her. It was time to turn the tides. It was time the monster jumps out, and the monster is the one that gets pummeled. He was sick of the same thing happening in every movie. The frightened girl getting killed by the monster. It was time to reverse the tides. The frightened monsters getting killed by the girl.
Speak to me again, and there will be no end to your punishment.
This is Phoenix Force magic. She teleports, she summons demons from limbo. Looks like a good one. Yeah, I guess. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Miss Marvel. If you want a good read, pick up The Origin Story of Kamala Khan. They were on sale some time ago. I picked up the first 11 issues for 99 cents a piece, I think. Very good story. Wolverine's in it. Wolverine comes. Comes and is in a couple of issues with her. Maybe I said too much. Maybe that was a spoiler. I don't know. I like the story of Ilyana Rasputin. I like the fact that she turned on her captor. She was kidnapped as a little girl, taken to limbo. Trained. And then the student became the master, overthrew the master, became the queen of limbo, and then returned home. Only to increase in about 10 years of age from her brother, Colossus. Colossus knew her as a little bitty girl, 6 years old or so. She gets kidnapped and returns 2 weeks later, and she's 16. Time changed. Time moves faster in limbo. Where'd Bullseye go? I had Bullseye targeted. There he is. Where are you going, Bullseye? Come back and join the rest of us. Don't be running away. Big chicken. Only Electra's left.
Eventually.
To get to the other side!
To get to the other side. Another hand of doom. Just don't need those things. About the only thing I could use are Gem of the Cursed. D flat. No way, Jose. When you move, no way, Jose. Though that does work for some characters. Some characters have movement in the middle of their rotation, but usually never a ranged character. Well, Psylocke does. Deflect isn't useful for anybody. Anybody. All 62 characters. And the next future characters. Deflect is no good.
Would you like to see something I just invented?
I am Ilyana Rasputin, Queen of Limbo.
Yes, you are. You are the Queen of Limbo. You dethroned, who was it? Mephisto or somebody? I don't remember if it was Mephisto or... She overthrew some big bad dude who kidnapped her. Stole parts of her soul. Bit to make. What was he trying to do? He's trying to do something. Make himself more powerful or something. Who knows?
Who's grateful to have a second chance?
Oh yeah, max money again. Doggone it. Max money. Don't like it when I reach max money because then I become a litter bug. I don't like being a litter bug. You got to throw this stuff out. The game's free. You should never think about getting a game that's free unless you just hate Marvel characters. If you hate all the Marvel universe, if you hate everything Marvel, then yeah, you might not like this game even if it is free. But if there's a game that's free to play and you like the characters that are in it, then the only reason I could think that you wouldn't get the game is if your computer can't play games that can be played on computers that are 7 years old. So just about any computer can play this game. I mean computer, yeah. As you can tell, I'm not using any of my resources at all. I gave a really old computer I had to my brother-in-law And he's playing this game on it. First generation i7. I think it's the 820D with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So my brother-in-law is playing it on with a GTX 670. Now that's not a bad video card. It's just old. The i7 and the 6 gigabytes of DDR3 is not bad either. It's just really old. 7 or 8 years old. He plays this game without any problems. I used to play this game on that computer. So there's really no reason to buy this game unless you're on a $200 brand new $250 laptop. Because a brand new $250 laptop is going to have 2 gigabytes of RAM, a Celeron 2-core processor. The reason I know this is I bought one a couple of years back. Well, not a couple of years back. Back after I had my Camaro supercharged, I bought just a really cheap laptop to be able to run some software to change out the tune. To change the tune of my 675 horsepower Camaro. I'd replaced some parts and needed to change the tune, and so I bought a cheap little brand new laptop from Best Buy. Can't play games on it because I eventually gave it to my brother-in-law, and he really couldn't play games on it. It's too slow to do much anything. It was hard enough just to surf the web on it. It was so slow.
Ms. Marvel's
Need to find a good position here. But I need to target this guy because he moves around a lot and I'm ranged. I have no clue why he's just standing out there looking silly. But whenever you're playing ranged, target the guy that's running around all over the place, because your meleeers can't go after him. Curse moves around a little bit. Generally not as much as Malekith does. And Malekith's usually the last one to go down. So anytime you can contribute to him going down faster, the better. I never took a break at the top of the hour, did I? The game is so much better on PC. Patrols are brimming with mobs to fight. PS4 Midtown is mostly devoid? Really? What kind of what kind of CPU and memory does a PS4 have? I realize it's obsolete by plenty of years, many years. But what does it actually have in it? What kind of CPU and how much RAM does a PS4 have in it? That's why I don't particularly like consoles. The hardware is obsolete by the time you get it. Even if you're the first person in the world that gets a release version of it, it's already obsolete. That's why I keep saying they need to come up with an upgradable console. Not where you have to buy a whole new console every 2 years. They need to be able to upgrade the GPU, CPU, and memory. Shouldn't become obsolete. But Microsoft and Sony won't be the people that'll do that unless they buy Intel or Samsung or or Intel or AMD. They're not going to build something that somebody else benefits from upgrading. So, the people who build that stuff, if they're going to do a console, need to do the consoles, not Microsoft and Sony. Or Microsoft and Sony need to buy Intel or AMD. Anybody have a clue what the CPU and memory is in a PS4? Or is that just another Google search away? I know it's obsolete. Should be able to play this game. The servers shouldn't be having it. Well, you know, I mentioned this yesterday. If there's 3,000 people playing this game and it gets a little wonky, the server gets a little wonky, I can imagine 30,000 people playing the console version. And the servers having to be able to keep up with that. Oop, I need that. Don't need that. Sentinels, don't care. And the next Xbox they advertised, it's going to be $500. Just so it can do VR and 4K. Problem with that is it's not going to do it very well. Well, it might do VR very well. VR just needs 90 frames per second. So people are going to have to definitely buy more expensive monitors to be able to do VR. Well, you don't need a monitor. VR is just a headset, but those things are expensive. And 4K, you can play 4K games right now. If I could find a decent game that I'd want to play in 4K, I could play 4K games. But you can't stream 4K, not to Twitch. You could stream 4K to YouTube. I've got the capability to do 4K gaming. It's just Nobody's creating a game I want to play. Everybody wants to shoot each other in the face. And that's not my kind of gameplay. Mole Man staff. I want a brand new version of World of Warcraft. Something where I can play sorcerers, wizards, druids, necromancers, warlocks, shaman, bards, magic-based characters. And the only stuff being created is created in Japan. And I don't know Japanese. Maybe I need to learn Japanese. Time to do some more littering. Yeah, on a really, really busy day, these servers could go a little bit crazy. Multiply it times 10 or 20 and then you've got the console. At least I hope 10 or 20 times more people are playing console than are playing PC. I'd really like to see big influence of revenue for Gazillion so that they can start doing some of the things they want to do. There we go. That's what I needed that for. And then feed it to the pet. Oh, that's what I mean. But.
You seek redemption, Frost, but the road to hell is paved with such good intentions.
Anybody got a request who they'd like to see play? See me play?
Loki is not to be ignored.
Loki is not to be ignored. There he is.
Artificial design supersedes.
Your DNA will be purged from the keyboard.
I play Loki, Fire and Ice. Plus illusions. So yeah, I play him. Oops. Play him as a summoner, but with Fire and Ice. Oops. My illusions got stuck on a lamppost. Too many red circles to avoid. And blue circles. Where's Mr. Sinister? He's over there. Need to keep him targeted. He moves around a lot. There's actually somebody Loki likes in the game. He respects Squirrel Girl. It's the only character in the game he respects. But he likes Emma. He likes her personality. Everybody else is beneath him. Even his own brother. Well, adopted brother. He was the adopted one. The brother he grew up with, Thor. He has no respect for Thor. Calls him an idiot buffoon. I think this is his default. Yep, it's his default. I don't have many costumes on this account. I've got all the costumes on my main account. The big fire circle is mine. My illusions are mine. And I spew frost at him. Ice at him.
There's darkness in your soul, but not nearly as much as mine. This ain't happening.
Sinister Six. Venom's the target here because he moves around so much. Harder for the melee guys to chase. Easier for us ranged guys to deal with. You'd think the melee guys would be taking out Electro first because of his stupid dot. When I play my melee characters, I jump on Electro. Try to get that stupid, constantly ticking dot out of the game. I probably think too much when I play this game. I prioritize targets depending on whether I'm melee or ranged or the game's too easy to even think about strategy and tactics.
That won't slow me down.
There's no need to fret over marching order. The game's so easy. Or defeat order. Guess it's just part of my logical nature. That's why I was able to do software engineering so well. It was logical. You do this step, and then this step, and this step. I remember this one QA guy who used to work on my stuff. And he was a good QA guy. I guess he's still there. Still doing QA. But he'd be debugging some of my, not debugging, but testing. He'd be testing some code that I'd released to him. And he'd come to me, he'd have this big grin on his face because he liked finding bugs. And he'd go, if you do this, no, he'd say, okay, I'm trying to get to this step here from here. If I do this and 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 arrive where I want to be, it breaks. And of course, to me, he just did the most illogical thing you can do when all you had to do was go from here to here to here, which is the way I'd programmed it. And when you go from here to here to here, it would work. It was perfect. But he'd go here to 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 then wind up here, and then it would break. And to this day, I've always contended with the fact that I would never be a good quality tester because I can't think illogically. I can't go from point A to point B through X, Y, and Z. I have to go from point A to point B. That's the logical way to go. But he could think illogically. Dodge. Nobody needs dodge. He could find a way to point B in a completely different fashion. And of course I'd have to fix it because there's going to be other people who are going to arrive at point B from going the wrong direction.
Yes, I have been spending a lot of time in the lab.
I'd have to fix it, but it would tickle him to death to find bugs. And it would tickle me to death he'd find bugs too, because I didn't want to release buggy software. This guy. This guy. This guy. This guy.
Have a care who you wish for.
I'll never forget the Saturday evening I get a phone call from Time Warner Cable in New York City. He goes, "Hey, guess where I'm calling from?" I said, "I don't know. Where are you calling from?" He goes, "I'm at the Giants playoff game." I said, "Great. I hope you're enjoying the game. Why are you calling me?" He said, "Our IVRs are down. Something broke." And I thought, oh, great. We had done something that I don't like to do. We did a Friday update. You should never do Friday updates. Why? Because if you break something, you're going to have to work on it on the weekend. Nobody wants to work on the weekend. So, I head into work on a Saturday evening. Dial into the system to try to see what's going on. I see what's going on. I have it figured out pretty quickly what the issue is. And then I call the other guy responsible for the project and say, we got a problem. See, I was responsible for all of the interaction with the customers. This other guy was responsible for the interaction with the telephone system. And his stuff was okay. But this third guy was responsible for the interaction between the phone switches and the phone engine and the phone scripts. I did all the scripts. Another guy did the engine. This guy did the transfer stuff, all the T1 stuff. And what was happening was, when we released the product to Time Warner Cable of New York City, it was for only English-speaking people. And on Friday, we updated it. We turned on Spanish. So now it would work for both Spanish and English. So instead of the first thing you hear when you dialed in was, "Welcome to Time Warner Cable. Please listen to the following menu, blah, 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 blah." It started off, we turned on Spanish, so it would say, "Welcome to Time Warner Cable. Parla la la la, nan nan ya ba." You know, start speaking Spanish and tell you to press a key if you wanted it in Spanish. Well, everything worked all the way down to the transfer. And instead of the transfer number being sent to the T1 saying, "Okay, I've got this person, they want to transfer to this department. And here's the number to send it to." Whew, I just got pounced on. All right, I need my ultimate power. Where's my ultimate power? There we go. What was happening? Yeah, I can't talk and play at the same time. Sorry. The guy that did the transfer stuff didn't want to expand the database. He didn't want to alter the database. He wanted to keep it backward compatible. you can add tables to a database, and it's not that big a deal. But if you alter tables, then it's more of a headache. So he added a table to hold the numbers, the transfer numbers, the directory numbers. He moved them from the original table to a brand new table. So far, so good. And used the old table to store whether it was English or Spanish. So, are we transferring to an English person or a transfer person? And instead of using a number to distinguish between English and Spanish, in other words, he could have had 1 is English, 2 is Spanish, and then use that as a key to the other table. Because originally, if you remember, this table held a directory number like 9632, extension 9632, extension 5465, or whatever the extension number was. He made his change, and now this table doesn't hold 9645. It holds either the word English or the word Spanish. And I understand why he did it. The voice files, the wave files that were being spoken, either came out of a file that was called an indexed wave file that was either called English or Spanish. Something like that. So I don't know. But what happened was, instead of something got missed. There's another one of these flamethrowers. I don't need another one of these flamethrowers. Something messed up. And there's another one. Look at that. I got 3 of these things. 1 earlier, 2 right then. I don't need these. They're not droppable. I'll destroy those 2 and keep that one. But what happened was, the first person who tried to transfer that was Spanish or English, it didn't really matter. Instead of the, when it looked up to see where to go, instead of looking up a number, it looked up the word English or Spanish. Didn't matter which it was. And instead of going to see from the other table what the number was that it was supposed to transfer to, it sent the word English or the word Spanish to the T1. Transfer this caller to English. The word English. And a T1 doesn't know what to do with the word English. And so all 24 lines of the T1 would go down. So then the IVRs, there was 2 IVRs. One of them had 3 T1s, the other one had 2. Well, so then they went from 5 T1s down to 4. And then eventually somebody would want to transfer on the next T1. And then they'd lose the entire T1. And the T1's 24 phone lines, if you didn't know that. So over a period of a few minutes or whatever, all 5 T1s would go completely down. And the IVR had to be transferred, had to be changed to go directly to the agents. And then they had to call in people from the weekend to come in and handle the phone lines because they didn't have enough agents to take care of that many phone lines. Usually the IVR would give you the information you needed and you didn't have to talk to somebody. So now the people had, everybody that called in had to talk to somebody. So it was a big mess. But I learned my lesson. Never, ever do an update on a Friday. 1% less damage. Nope, 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 nope. So from that point on, I refused to do updates on Fridays. I'd argue with my boss and my clients till I was blue in the face. Nope, we're not doing a Friday update. If we do a Friday update and something breaks, I'm not helping you. They'd get the message. Said, nope, nope, nope. Not doing a Friday update. Didn't like working weekends. Didn't get paid extra for working weekends.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City every once in a while.
I was salaried.
Your tail will make a fine collar. Some of these are a bit untested.
Alright. I need this one changed again. I can't get a good 6 to 8% health on this guy. It's annoying me. Over here.
I hear you're Eileen's favorite.
So the guy wasn't too upset about it. He realized doing a Friday update wasn't the best idea either, so he took some of the responsibility. And of course, the only thing it cost him was he had to answer the phone while he was at the Giants playoff game and call me. That was the only thing that, that's all it cost him. Well, he had to make one more phone call. He had to call his understudy or his number two, his backup person, to start calling people to come into work over the weekend and to answer the phones. Didn't win him any popularity contest, I guess. Other people had to work that weekend because of a bug we introduced. But the other guy figured it out, fixed it, and we had him patched by, I don't remember, Monday or Tuesday we had him fixed. And then they had a complete Spanish-English bilingual system. We fixed him up. Alright, so that was Loki. I'm going to do some inventory management. And then I'm checking out. It's Friday. I don't know what the weather's like out. I don't know that I'll even go out there, but it's Friday. I'll let you guys loose early so you can go get some stuff done, have some fun on a Friday. I won't hold you here. So inventory management. I don't need these. That's nice. That's a nice one. Energy. Yeah, that goes right to the top. It's the best one I've got. It's a trifecta with +3 energy. And the only thing it's missing is invisibility and when your health drops below 20... No, not that one. No, not that one. Well, I guess 10% chance when you are hit to generate 500 health. I guess that's about all they have. Invisible and generate health. So the only thing it's missing is invisibility. Rocket. I think, nope, not Rocket. Black Widow gets this. All right. It's time to start filtering some of this stuff. I got 1, 2, 3 black cat medallions. I don't need 3 black cat medallions. This one could go. Now, Red Skull. This one's 1184. I don't think I want that one either. Sort. Okay, it's sorted. I already have one of these. So, Ghost Rider is getting an upgrade. Ghost Rider's getting an upgrade. Let's give him
You can get a lot done when you're not worrying about fighting supervillains.
let's give him attributes or signature, whichever one comes up first. Deflect. Spirit. 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 Dodge. Health. Regenerate. Defense. 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 Dodge. Health. Spirit. Spirit. Signature. That took a long time, but at least I'm not at the cap anymore. So he got an upgrade. I got too many of these Mole Man staffs too. Is it droppable? No, it's not droppable. Hands of Doom's got too many Hands of Dooms. Not particularly good rolled one either. Now this guy is a physical damage. Mental energy. Energy, melee, ranged, mental, melee. I didn't have a physical one. Physical, mental, range, melee, energy. Energy, mental, energy, range. I got too many energy ones. So, which one's the worst energy one? This one. Is it droppable? Nope, not droppable. So just throwing away rare artifacts left and right. That's the way it got on my main. Well, on my main account, I've got lots of stash space. So I've kept a whole bunch of stuff I shouldn't. On this account, I've got limited stash space. So I just delete a lot of rare artifacts. A lot of rare boss artifacts. And that's it. I think we're done. No, not going to the raft. All right. Let's skip to... Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. I will be back this weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday. I could turn my YouTube loose right now, I guess. But, hey YouTubers, thank you for viewing and watching and whatever you do. Thank you for subscribing. I'm turning you loose right about now. I'm going to push to stop recording